bench for three, and I think our surprise player of the game might be Keith Quincy. As you say, hasn't scored all year, making that transition from football to basketball, but he's come out here, made the most of his opportunity. He's got 6.
He's got 6 points. He's taking the most of his opportunities. But here's what's happening here. We talked about the Big Three. The Big Three has 20 of the 32 points. And the good thing is, all the other 12 points have been spread out, but from people who you normally wouldn't expect it to come from. And that's really helped us really build this lead this second quarter. Now, Quincy's come off and played really well. It seems like he's getting his feet underneath him. He's catching it. He's finishing around the basket, doing all the things he needs to do in order to get more playing time on the floor. So McCullen is the one that I want to see really pick it up in the second half. Really start to finish around the basket, rebound. A lot of loose balls where we caught the ball off the rim, rebounded, and been hit and let it drop off, and then they lay it back up. Too many second chance opportunities for late. Team not that big should not be scoring second chance opportunities.
One thing I want to mention is our crew here tonight, our producer director, Mr. Dave Jingo. Running IT and streaming is Ms. Amanda Dukes, a proud graduate of our broadcast media program. Jen Eberly, broadcast instructor at Crenshaw, with us on the replays. And running camera tonight is Ian Hunter. Of course, my broadcast partner, Ralph Lee Jr. Want to also say a few thanks to McKinley AD Mike Schott and Director of Sports, Athletic Partnerships, Facilities, and Physical Ed, Mr. Joe Bogdan, who has a twinge of mixed emotions because he came to us after being the sports in charge of sports up at Lake High School. But when I asked him before, does he have any conflicting feelings, he said absolutely not.
No, and you know what? Thank you, Lake High School, because they did us a favor by letting us have an opportunity to work with Joe. And Joe's a great guy. But one thing we haven't mentioned, I want to mention, get out here, see the new scoreboard.
Yes.
This scoreboard is unbelievable. We got the new scoreboard in the middle of the field, in the middle of the court. You got to get out here and see that too. The environment on Friday night will be really high pitched. Glen Oak comes to town. There's been brewing a rivalry here with one of our old coaches that'll be coming to town on Friday night. We'll talk more about that later on. But I'm loving the scoreboard. We got a brand new scoreboard. Get out here and see that.
That's right. And thanks, last but certainly not least, my CCS TV colleagues, Bill Widener, Trent Comer, Jackie Power, and Robin Madelich. We are at halftime here at the Fieldhouse, our debut, game number 3 for both of these teams. It's Canton McKinley 32 and Lake 23. broadcast partner gets an A+ for his tease of the next game on Friday. But it will be McKinley and Glen Oak, neighborhood rivals, but it gets another level because you've got our own Andy Valakovich, Coach V, now in his 5th year at McKinley, highly successful. And his predecessor, Rick Hairston, 18 seasons at Timken and then with the consolidation, McKinley High School. What a record he had over time, and what a class act he was to work with all those years. But it's also about the team and a young man who's been here at McKinley, now playing at Glen Oak. Ja'Cory Lipkins leads that team. They've got a nice young man in Reese Zerger, a 6'4" sophomore.
Right.
And between those two, 49 points and an 87-56 opening win against Alliance.
Yeah, and that looked good. But I think when you look at coming here on Friday night, our guys will be jacked up. And the reason why they'll be jacked up is because Ja'Cory was here. Ja'Cory was one of our guys that went over there, and they are looking forward to that matchup. Glen Oak is one of those teams that wants to win this league, and we're the team that you got to beat to win this league. Yeah. And so when you look at Friday night will be a huge game. But right now, we got a great second half coming up.
Yes. Well, in the Federal League, what a league. And I've said it publicly before. I've said it privately. It's great that Canton McKinley is part of this league.
Oh, it's a great league. The thing I love about the Federal League is the coaching. The coaching is A1. There is not a team in this league that doesn't have a guy that doesn't know what he's doing. They know what they're doing in this league from a coaching perspective. They prepare well. They scout each other. They know each other. They have fun. And they make adjustments, like the adjustment right now. Lake's made an adjustment. We're not going to play you man-to-man anymore. We can't play you man-to-man. Good pass. Great pass. Like I said to you earlier, I said McCullen is a great passer from that high post area.
Yes. And now we see it firsthand. Foster in double figures with 10, but Lake wastes no time. Collins with 6. I think Collins has 8. I know we got a bug in the older scoreboards that has to be worked out, so we're going to give him 8.
McCullen has to learn how to pull up. He tried to go through him. You got to pull up. He's going to learn how to pull up.
Whistle.
Turn back over to McKinley. McCullen, when he gets a little older, will learn that guy's really looking to take a charge. He'll pull up. He'll shoot the little jump shot. Said, great passer from here. Look at that. Got to catch that. And I always say he's a great passer from up there. Understands the game. He's got soft hands. Still a 9-point game.
And again, the ball movement around the perimeter, which has been a key to both teams here tonight.
Pick and roll. Up, going back door, luckily.
Kassenheiser, his second personal foul. First one on the board with 2.
Coach McBride's like looking at the red like, wow, did you really call that?
Yeah.
And he can't believe it. He's looking at him like, did he really call that? Wow. All right, so now back to man-to-man. Only showed it to him for a couple possessions. Here's McCullough. Take a man on one. Forced it kind of there. I thought he forced the shot there.
Offensive board by Graham. He's got it now.
Under control.
Moody, a little short.
So, shot that sideways. Wasn't faced up to the basket. Looking at this angle down there, shot it sideways. Got to face up to the basket.
Collins with the rebound for Lake, trying to cut into a 9-point deficit.
And all Lake is trying to do is slow you down from scoring the points, keeping the game close. Like I told you, if it gets tighter, those possessions go from 10 to 20 seconds possessions to 35, 40. Watch it now. You see, this is a 35, 40-second possession. I tell you how good McCullough is. McCullough's got on Chase. He's chasing him out there and playing a one-on-one. Now, here's what I'll tell our guys before Friday. 80% of the players are right-handed on the floor. In this game, 90% of them are right-handed. Where do you think they're going to go dribbling to their strong side? Where do you think they're going to go besides players like Cash?
Right.
Where do you think the other players are going? They're not going left. They're going right.
So you got to play them a little
to the left. Force them left. They're slower going to the basket left-handed than they are right-handed. They're less confident going left-handed than they are right-handed. Our only left-handed on the floor, number 21. Oh, what happened there? (34-26), just creeping around. Had 32 points to start the half. 3 minutes, you only scored 2 points. Right in favor of Lake. That's our style. Good defense right there, all about the back door. Keep him in front. Good block. There you go. Great defense by Dante that time. Just let him go.
Picking up where he left off on the football field.
I tell you what, I don't know. I've seen this guy on the football field, and I was so impressed with him last year on the basketball court. And they kept telling me, wait till you see him on the football field.
Yeah.
And he hasn't disappointed.
Good ball movement and the basket by Brown. Now what?
Second time in a row, there's been a violation on the baseline. Mental errors. Can't have that against this team.
Suddenly that lead is down to 6.
Yep. So coming out of this timeout, very important that you hold them here. You don't let it get back down to a 4-point game, because possessions at a 4-point game become 45 seconds, which means now this game is down into the 50s, and they got a shot at winning it.
A critical juncture in this game for sure. We'll see what the timeout did to set the stage here for the home team on the scoreboard.
Good help by Dante that time. You see that? Great help. What is going on over there?
I don't know. The official having some fun with number 3, Murakoki. I think he wanted him to stand, and he wasn't going to give him the ball till he stood where he told him to stand. Be like the maitre d' at a restaurant, you know.
You're not going to eat till you tell me where you want the food.
That's right.
Now, they're trying to spread you out, look for a back door. Get him going downhill.
Ooh.
Oh, good call. Block. Wow. Right arm extended. Eric, I don't know about that one, buddy. I'm sitting right here. Got the same angle you got. And that was right hand extended, knocked him on the floor.
My silence says it all. Oop. Got some perspiration on the floor.
I know we're at the home team, but I'm good to my partners out there. But that was that's a little different right there. And as usual, McBride's bench all goes N1, N1, N1. He goes, no, on the floor. Thank you, Mr. Foster, for your cleanup efforts.
Yes. Murakoki playing the point guard role. He will inbounds coming off the bench tonight for Tom McBride.
Watch the back door, back cuts. Oh, he faked them out both. Good recovery by Dante. Good recovery. Good recovery.
That's where quickness paid off.
Oh, yeah. They've had this ball for about 40 seconds, am I right?
Yes, and we're approaching the midway point. It's been like a 5-2. In fact, it has been 5-2 as far as scoring on the scoreboard, but it's cut into the McKinley 9-point lead, and it's down to 6.
You don't have to run out there and try to pressure. Just stay low.
Round the rim. Strong rebound by Antonio Williams. Foster will back it out. This is Williams.
Now what you do here, you do the same thing they did to you. You come down, you run your stuff, and you look for your layup. Got a mismatch right here with McCullough in 25. You got to get it to him on the box. Find him on the box. Nice pull up.
Yes.
Nice pull up. Pretty. That's a great shot right there. Now, I talked about him taking a bad shot in the first half. Great shot. Come right back at you for 3.
Well, we're going to get Reed Sims Jr., number 30, and also Keith Quincy, who put 6 points on the board. Sims had a 3. So there's your bench scoring, 9 points.
Right, and it's a key point of the game, too. You need them to really perform. You perform the first half. You can't come out here and let them score 2 quick buckets or anything like that. You've got to perform.
And Sims will have to wait to come in. I know it was an equipment issue or what. Ball is loose, and coming up with it is Caleb Collins. Lake down by 5 with the basketball. This is a 2-point game.
It is now. You're in the ball game now.
Across the rim, no. Lake with the basketball. A chance to tie it with a basket or take the lead. We're tied. Kassenheiser's on fire.
He is. And you can't let him get going like this. You got to take the ball out of his hand. Now you got to run your stuff, get a layup.
Kassenheiser proved he's human by committing the foul. And that's his 3rd. He's the first player on either team with 3 personal
Pick up 3,
fouls.
yeah. They'll look to exploit that. They'll look to exploit that.
We're tied at 36, under 2 minutes to go in quarter number 3.
And everybody's got a foot in the paint. You got to dribble to make two people play you.
Graham guarded closely by Roth. Whistle before the pass.
This has been a quarter that Lake has really enjoyed. They've scored what, 15-4?
Let's see.
23, 13-4.
Yeah, 13-4. Graham will try to make it 13-6. Spoke too soon.
Got to make this, because if it go up, it's going to be a different ball game.
Ooh.
It's both of them. Good rebound.
Foster,
yeah. Saved by Foster. He got saved. He missed 2 free throws. He got saved by Foster on the rebound.
Foster with 8 in the first period, and now in the third period, he's added 3, looking for 4, and got it.
Now you got to come down, sit down, and guard. And this is where you got to guard him and not put so much pressure. Keep him in front of you. Just don't go out there and try to pressure too hard. Get arm length apart. Arm length apart. They clearing the side for him. See that side over there? They cleared the whole side for him. Now they give it to him and let him work. He's being patient. Again, they're in no hurry. He wants to go one-on-one.
Wow. Hassenheiser leads all scorers with 19, and we are tied at 38, with 18 rather.
There he is again, that man. There he is again. There he is, there's Reed. Guys off the bench. Double the ball. Gonna have to double the ball. Good D. There you go, double the ball. There it is, there it is. There
That's
it is.
good by
and to
Graham.
double the ball because you don't want Cass to get into a rhythm. Remember, he's got into a rhythm and he's shooting it well. Double the ball. He's a little tired right now. He won't come back and get it.
Well, that was a nice spurt by McKinley at the end of the quarter to retake the lead.
Tried to speed him up a little bit at that time, Scott. What they did was a good thing. They came in, they started to double him and speed him up a little bit. When they sped up, then the rest of them sped up, and he ended up getting an opportunity to get a steal. But what you got to do coming into the fourth quarter, don't gamble too much, because this team isn't North Canton Hoover, because they got 4 other guys that can score it. They can score it where North Canton Hoover only had 2 or 3. So don't gamble too much where they can get a layup or get a wide open 10-footer. You got to be smart. But I got to give credit to Sims, and you got to give credit to Keith Quincy.
Yes.
Those two made the big play down there when they missed the layup, came back, scored it, got it again, scored it, got it again, tried to score it, and then the big fella, Reed, laid it in.
According to the scoreboard, the pair have 12 off the bench.
Yes.
And that's been a big help. Foster leads the Bulldogs in scoring with 12. There's the new scoreboard.
Yes. As you can see, please get out here and check this out. Scoreboard. Our bottom is coming for the scoreboard. It has our logo on the bottom. So it's going to be really nice. You can see the big scoreboard in the middle of the gym. One of the greatest places to play in the state of Ohio, Memorial Fieldhouse. It's the best. Like I said, the popcorn's popped, the hot dogs are hot, and everything's good here at Memorial Fieldhouse. And the basketball is always pretty good. All right, now, let's see what we do here. He's in a great groove. He's got 18 points after 3 quarters. He averages, what, 28?
Yes.
So he's on track. You don't have to go way out there. Good move. Don't go way out. They're not going to do anything out there. So you're up 4 points. Stay back. Arms up. Here comes the trap. Here comes the trap. Oh, he got it.
Quincy. No, but he'll go to the line. What you do is you got the top 3 scorers on McKinley with the 2 young men off the bench. That's the 5.
That's the 5.
It's Coach V and company go with the hot hands, so to speak.
Got to go with the hot hands. Now we got to get him to hit these 2 free throws, put you up 6. A little different ball game. They'll take those possessions down to about 30 seconds now. We've missed 3 free throws in the last 2 minutes. We've missed 3 free throws.
Try to split the pair and give the home team a 5-point lead.
So, Scott, this game has now got down into the 40s, right?
Yes. Yep.
It's got down in the 40s, and what I told you, if it's in the 40s, they've got a better shot of winning it than we do. We've got to get this thing moved up a little bit more.
Fouls on Graham. That's his first. No one in foul trouble for McKinley. For Lake, 2 players have 3 personal fouls. And that's Kassenheiser, their leading scorer, and Roth. Coming away with it. Sims, no.
Should have passed it. Should have passed it over. Didn't have a really good angle.
Foster get credit for the steal. 3-point goal, no. Quincy fighting for the rebound, but coming away with it is Roth of Lake.
Another one of those ones where you have it and they just knock it out of your hand for a second shot. That's what we were talking about earlier. If you're watching down the bottom, Cass is a constant movement. And Jason's is constantly with him.
Got something loose. Quincy comes away with it. To Sims.
Nice pass by the young fella, Quincy, to his partner, Sims.
And the bench strikes again.
14 points by those 2.
Here's Graham in the open court. Nice pass to Sims.
Just like that. Back up by 9. Just like that. Now, Scott coming out of his timeout. Coach V's in the huddle. He said, guys, we worked our butt to get back up by 9. 5 minutes to go. Let's stop them here this possession. Come down the floor. We don't have something easy. Let's work it, work the clock. Make sure we take a good shot and we just don't throw up something. But the most important thing coming out of this timeout, let's stop them when this possession get up double digits. Then we won't see the 45-second possessions. We'll play to our speed and our level.
I don't recall it. We haven't had double-digit lead.
No, we had it for like 10 seconds. Went up 11 at one point in the first half, and then they came right back down and scored again.
Well, Reed's come off the bench, and he's got 9. And we also mentioned the play of Keith Quincy, who's come off the bench with 7.
They've got 16 of the 47 points for this team coming off the bench. That's great contributions. It's great because what it says to you is you've got about 8 or 9 players that you can play.
In fact, the 5 on the floor right now have 44 of McKinley's 47 points.
Yep. And you're doing this without McCullough. And you're also doing this without Antonio.
Now we'll see what Lake does coming out of their timeout.
They're going to run something. It ain't for anybody but number 25. If you think it's for somebody else, you got another problem coming.
Stolen by Graham.
Good
Moody.
pass. Good pass.
And now the 3 starters.
Yep. Good pass. Made the play easy. So, partner, I'm not betting he's giving this up.
Foster with a team high 14.
I would have bet he never would have gave that ball up. Down to double digit. See, now you just stay silent. Oh, the moving screen.
Rebound.
Take your time. Take your time. Run your offense. Run a lot of stuff they run.
Whistle. If that's against Roth, and it is, his 4th. First player with 4.
35, Roth. Yeah, he has 4.
And those two, Roth and Kassenheiser, have 27 of Lake's 38 points.
Well, now they're in the bonus. I think they're trying to get McKinley to the bonus, and they are in the bonus now. 4:44 to go. McKinley shooting the 1-and-1. Now you got to knock these down, because if you don't, you're going to see a steady stream to the line by Lake fouling them to see them to get them to the line. And you get in the 50-point range if you get these 2. So your chances of winning are going up. Partner, if they can get to the 60 mark, they'll win the game. I think they'll win the game. 50 may not be enough.
Trajan looking for his 16th point of the game.
Got it.
I figure he was down the other end. He couldn't hear me anyway, so I wouldn't jinx him. Biggest lead for McKinley, and a steal here by Graham. Splits the defenders. Nobody will go to the line.
Great steal. Would love to see him jump stop instead of try to flip it up there. I would love to see him jump stop, let them fly by, and then lay it in. These 2 free throws, he's missed the last 2 he had.
That would get him into double figures for the 3rd consecutive game.
That's 3 straight misses from the free throw line. Four misses. Point guards can't miss 4 free throws, especially late.
Approaching the midway point of this 4th and potential final period. Good ball movement, but they couldn't get the ball in the basket. Coming right at us.
Out of 51 points, the Big 3 has, let's look at it. They have about 32 of the 51 points, so that's where we are. Good D. See what he does here.
Foster, strong rebound. Did he step on the line?
Yeah.
I think so. Yep, Lake's ball.
I tell you, Graham's having a tough time. Tough time putting it in the basket. He's having a tough time. Whether shooting free throws, layups, it's not falling through. Don't press. Here comes the double team. Here we go.
3-point shot, cross the rim, no. Fighting for the rebound.
You never save it under your basket. You never save it under your basket. I don't know what Foster was doing. You throw that thing all the way down the other end of the floor.
Reed Sims picks up his second foul.
Bringing back McCollum. Your young fella, Keith Kinsey, deserves a round of applause for his efforts tonight.
Roth now in double figures with 11.
Don't shoot that. See, that's that whole thing of being a freshman, a sophomore. You don't shoot that against a press. That's what they want you to do.
Just inside the three-point arc. It's short, but rebound to the Blue Streaks.
Too many second chance opportunities tonight. Way too many. That's what happens. When you get second chance opportunities, that's exactly what happens. Now he's cut the lead to 8. 13-point lead down to 8.
It's 18 for Kassenheiser. Make that 21 with that three-pointer. And then
now you want to draw something up to get you a nice basket here to push that thing up to 9 or 10 points. And then come back on the defensive end. You don't want any threes like that. You can't allow him to have threes. I'll say this loud and proud. The game's not over. Game's not over yet. You got to finish this. As I said before, game's not over.
Yeah.
You got to finish the game. There you go. Now, what are you going to do? There you go.
Ooh.
That's 4 on him, right? It's 4 on 25.
Yep. So the top two scorers each have 4 personal fouls.
Now, here's the difference. You've got to hit these free throws. Because if it's Coach McBride, knowing him, he's looking at it saying, if they don't start hitting these free throws, I'm just going to start fouling. We'll get more possessions.
Jesus with 7 tonight. All in the first half.
Oh, it's frustrating watching them shoot free throws the last quarter. There you go. Seen it go through the basket now.
Blake with the ball down by 9, inside 3 minutes
There we
left
go.
in this fourth period.
There you go. Second chance. That's exactly what I said. Why are you giving second chances?
Rim no. And big rebound there by Reed Sims Jr. This is Graham. Good passing.
Passing.
Blocked by Josiah Brown. Shot up, no good. And Lake, they're going to battle you right to the end.
Nice Euro step. Nice Euro step. Caleb did a nice Euro step, went around the charge. Didn't plow through it. Good job.
Want to mention here before we run out of time, this is a special place for the Lake head coach, Tom McBride.
Yes,
because it was in this building back on January 26th of 2020 that he earned his 300th career victory. And how ironic, the older I get, the smaller the world gets. Because as Tom said, this is a favorite place of his because his dad started his coaching career with Bob Rupert at Canton McKinley.
I remember that day. I was the host of the Lake Blue Streaks for that day and didn't realize the significance, but got a chance to see the celebration when he went to the locker room. What a great, great day for him. He was so excited.
Class act, and this is his 24th year.
He's class act, good guy, good friend of mine as well. Really enjoy his company on the off season.
That's what you really like, are the coaches of these teams in the Federal League.
That's right. We don't take anything but a layup. We don't take anything but a layup. He's going to foul you because we haven't hit free throws. 16. That's a double bonus now. I think we're in a double bonus. 10. Now Foster's hit his free throws lately, right? He hit his last two, so we got to hit these two.
He's had a solid performance. In fact, probably the best.
Still a lot of time, though. 1:58 down 7 with that player cast is not a lot of points. Got to finish out the game. I like, though, what we're doing defensively when we step over half court. We're double teaming the ball, taking the ball out of his hands, making somebody else beat us. That's the right thing to do when we step over half court. Great stroke.
Foster with 18. The lead is back to 9 inside of 2 minutes left to play.
Oh, great defense. Great defense right there by Foster. But, again, no communication on the rebound. And another second chance opportunity. If we could have just held them to not second chance opportunity tonight, this would have been a different ball game.
Oh. $11 points for Collins.
Can't move. Remember, you can't move in this situation.
Lake now with 3 in double figures. And those 3 have 43 of their team's 47 points.
Yeah.
Talking about Kassenheiser, Collins, and Roth.
I'll tell you what, Foster's got to stop falling down, not being strong with the ball. Run somebody at him. He's going to shoot the ball. He's going to try to make this a 4-point game. Run somebody at him.
Oh, man.
So Layton's not going to make it a 4-point game. He's going to make it a 3-point game with a 4-point play. The one thing you don't want to do when you're up that much is foul a jump shooter. You let him shoot that. If he makes it, tip your hat and keep on going. Like I said earlier, a lot of time, if you get 25 or you get 35 in a one-on-one situation, look to go to the basket. They can't foul you. They can't foul you. They'll foul out. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. See, that's where I would have probably substituted and went back to the kid Keith. Strong, rebounded, get it out. He's playing really well. Reed, not strong enough to hold his own underneath the basket. And that just proved out right there. So, defensively now, you don't want to foul jump, so you don't want to give up an easy 2. Because then they're going to come down, they're going to foul you. It's going to be a march to the free throw line. And if I'm them, the number one guy I'm fouling right now, as soon as he gets the ball, is Jaleel Graham. He's missed 6 straight free throws. I'm fouling him as soon as he touches the ball, especially if we score. Even if we don't score, as soon as he touches it, I'm fouling. Now, the key is, Cash, you can't foul. Caleb, you can't foul. But anybody on him and he catches it, you foul him.
I'm wondering if Lake would take out 25 or 35 just for the defensive part of this because they've each got the 4 fouls, but they're both in there.
Yeah, and the only problem is that they can't do defense offense right now.
Right.
They got 1 timeout left. McKinley has 4 timeouts left. Watch the back door, please.
Approaching the 1 minute mark. McKinley lead down to 4.
Now this is where you got to run somebody at him.
We're inside a minute.
There he goes. He's going to shoot it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Trainer. He's really hurt. Well, partner, not enough discipline to really say anything. You got to have discipline in that situation. Great shot by Caleb to get it within 2. Pulled up right at the jump shot, and then got the steal and went right at him.
This is what you don't like to see.
Yeah, you don't like to see a kid get hurt like this. Place is totally quiet. Coach McBride's really worried. When he came out, he yelled trainer.
Yeah, he didn't hesitate at all.
I don't know where he fell on his arm or what it is. Good thing to see his mom out there. Well, 33 seconds to go, 54-52. McKinley's got them in the bonus, and McKinley's in the double bonus. Good to see the young man sit up.
Yeah, he's now in the sitting position.
Whole place is quiet, went quiet as soon as it happened.
Yeah, it is amazing how the atmosphere changes in a split second.
Yeah.
And then you know there's something serious involved. We're not that far away, but now there are a lot of people out there. And he's up. And they'll take him.
Take him off the floor.
Part of me, well, I won't even speculate. He was also holding a rib cage or something. We could hope it was, suddenly he ran out of breath or had the wind knocked out of him. But I have a feeling it might be a little more serious. But we have no idea for sure.
Now you can see where I talked about bringing 0 in for the rebound of the free throw.
Right.
2 shots right now. It's on the shot. 2 shots.
This is Marikoki, and in his defense, coming in cold and has not scored. Now he has. And we've got ourselves a 1-point game.
And that was a good move, putting 0 in for the rebound. Now taking him out.
Now we're going to get, for the first time, senior Joseph Herrick, number 45.
1-point ball game. Couldn't ask for more on a Tuesday night. 1-point ball game. Now what you have to do is, Jaleel, you have to come get the basketball. I'm fouling Jaleel. Who's that with the ball over there? Moses? Okay. But I'm fouling Jaleel. You let him get out.
Yeah. We're down on the clock to 21 2/10 of a second.
Double bonus here. He's getting 2 free throws. Partner, he's getting 2.
And the lead is 2.
Drains it. Now, here's the thing you want. If it's a 3-point game, let Cass, but send somebody at him. Nobody can guard him one-on-one. Now it's a 2-point game.
In and out.
If McKinley goes in overtime, they have nobody to look for.
15 seconds.
They have nobody to look at but themselves. And if you look at the free throw contest tonight, you got to look at how many free throws they missed. You should knock these 2 down.
And Lake has the man they want at the foul line.
Yep.
And we are tied.
Get it over half and call a timeout. Get it over half court and call timeout.
Katzenheiser with 24. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Traveling.
For 1.8. For 1.8, Jaleel turns it over. 55-55. I said to you earlier, partner, they got to get to 60, right? They got to get to 60. 55-50, not going to win this game. Now let's see what he draws up. 1.8, the pass, you'll put some pressure on the passer. You'll try to make sure it goes backwards. 1.8 is enough time to catch, take a couple dribbles, shoot it.
And again, you don't want to foul because they could win it at the
Foul line, right. They got 18 fouls. Both teams in the 1-1. Double bonus for McKinley and 18 fouls that McKinley has for the Blue Streaks.
For those who don't have a rooting interest, it's probably been a great game.
Oh, yes, yes.
These two teams, no criticism as far as letting it all out on the floor, but there's a lot of work to be done. But this is what makes the Lake Blue Streaks dangerous. It's a game such as this, as you say, with the number of points and so on and so forth.
He's going to run down the floor. You can't let him catch it down the floor.
We got overtime.
Great call. Great play. They ran a down screen and let him loop around, and he looped around. He's wide open. Everybody thought Cass was going to get the ball. They drew it up for the other guy. Smart play by McBride. Good defense by McKinley.
I don't know if it'll come into play or not, but again, I remind the folks at home that the last time we checked, now it's been changed on the scoreboard, as I mentioned to you before we started tonight. There are a few bugs to work out. These are the existing scoreboards. There have been new pieces added to the formula, to power the numbers, and that has to be tweaked.
Okay.
But at last check, two of their top scorers, in fact, their top two scorers, Kassenheiser and Collins, each had 4 fouls.
Right.
And meanwhile, we've got McClellan with 2 fouls, but again, he hasn't been the offensive force that the two have been for Lake.
4-minute overtime. 55-55. Blue Streaks are feeling really good about themselves right now.
Oh, there's no question.
He raced a 5-point halftime deficit. I'm sorry, a 9-point halftime deficit. They erased that. Feeling really good about themselves right now.
McClellan will jump it for McKinley against Hosea Brown, senior forward.
Here we go. Extra basketball, partner.
And no extra charge.
Yeah, no. There we go.
Oh.
Now, will they run guys at him like they did toward the end? Which I thought was a smart thing. Wow, that's deep. Now, that's a good box out. No second shot.
McClellan with the rebound. Foster with the basketball. Oh, nice move under the basket by number 30, Reed Sims Jr.
Yep, nice move. Now, he's not giving this basketball up. Come run somebody at him. You ain't shooting way out there. I don't think he's squared up like that. Just stay back. You ain't got to go out there. Stay back. You got 4 fouls. Stay back.
Once again, we are tied. That basket by Hosea Brown. We are tied at 57 inside 3 minutes to go in the first overtime. Steal.
Oh.
This is Kassenheiser all the way. Nope. Moody with it for McKinley. Graham strong to the hoop. Couldn't get it to go. Reed came up with an offensive board. He'll go to the foul line, or will he?
Graham has got to keep his eye on the basket, Scott. What he's doing, he's flipping it up there and he's taking his eye off the basket. You've got to keep your eye on the basket as you go up and keep your eyes, it goes all the way through the hoop.
That was a non-shooting foul, so the inbounds pass.
Why wouldn't it be double bonus? We're in overtime. It's double bonus. I think he called jump ball. Another missed layup.
Move, but couldn't get it to go.
Another missed layup. Don't go way out there. You got to help out.
Now double team, short. Offensive board.
Why is McCullough running way out there? Don't go way out there. Stay in the paint. That's where he's coming. Cass is coming in the paint. Here comes another one down the paint. He's coming in the paint. Stay. Look at the ball. See the ball. See. Look at Reed. Never saw the ball. Never saw the ball. Got to be looking at the ball.
Lake leads by 2. Kassenheiser with a game-high 26.
Got to see the ball, you man. Ball, you man. Never saw the ball. Ball drove right down the lane. Got to be looking at the ball.
Cassanizer almost stole it.
Going too fast. Slow down. Make them foul you. Look at all the hands. There you
Foster,
go.
nice move.
Nice move. Slow down. Take your time. Make your move. They're going to foul you.
Foster, a team high 20. More importantly, we are tied at 59.
Tell them to go. Tell them to go.
1 minute to go in the first overtime.
Go. He's telling them to go. Reed, you got to go. He's telling you to go over and double team. The block. Now you got to look up.
I think Moody got a piece of that.
It's a bad pass. Can't make that pass.
Lake wants to talk about it. 42 and change left to play. 42 seconds.
See, I'm looking at Jalil saying you can't make that pass this late. That's a hero pass. Don't be a hero. You got to be solid right now. Hero balls out. Play solid. That pass across court between three guys, that's not going to make it. If you just take your double dribbles and go in and take your time. I think Foster was the only one in that whole possession that wasn't in a hurry. Took his time, made a nice baseline turn spin move, lay it up and in.
You see a scenario where Lake just holds on to the ball and takes the last shot.
Take the last shot. I'm on the road. I'm in a hostile environment. I'm taking the last shot.
Cassanizer, 26, leads all scores for Lake. Right now on the scoreboard, Collins is listed with 11. For McKinley, it is 20 points for Trajan Foster. That's a season high, but he's the only one in double figures, at least as far as the scoreboard says, for the 5 on the floor right now.
Stay back. Don't. All the way back. Just stay back. Guard the basket. Guard the basket. Now, I think you run somebody at him right now. Let them go. Go, Reed. Go, Reed. He's like right there. Stay right there. Yeah, he takes the last shot. That's exactly what they're doing. They take the last shot. If I'm Reed, I'm going at him right now.
20 seconds.
Take the ball out of his hand. Got to take the ball out of his hand.
15.
Right? Got to take the ball out of his hand. There you go.
10 seconds left. McKinley with the ball. This is Foster. Yes!
Watch the three. Watch the three. Watch the three ball.
Last shot. No good. Lake wants a foul.
No call. Lake wanted to call. Didn't get it.
Trajan Foster is the hero of this game.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to take anything away from Cassanizer either, because he had a game-high 26 for Lake, but it was Foster who kept his cool.
Kept his cool. Got a great steal at the end here. Double team. You heard me keep yelling, partner. Go take the ball out of his hand. Don't let him beat you, right? And then down there said, on the way back up, lights out for the three, because he's going to shoot a three. He can't get to the basket. But great game. Don't take anything away from Lake.
No, not a thing.
I told you. I know a little bit about this game. I told you they had to get how many points?
Oh, that's right. What was it? Right in front they have. Oh, here's the.
I told you had to get 60 points. Right. And what did he get? 61.
You now have inherited Tom Cannell's Swami.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I just knew the way this game was flowing, it had to be a 60-point. You had to get 60. I told you when it was 50. 50's not enough. You're going to need 60 to beat this team.
Oh.
I'm sorry to see that.
The young man coming by us. Looks to be an arm injury.
Yeah.
All the best to Landon Roth. And let's hear the end of the alma mater of the Bulldogs. So Foster with 20, and then we had 3 players each with 9.
Did Foster end up with 22 because he had 20 when he
Yes,
put those
22.
He ended up with 22.
So
Yeah.
he had 22. Thanks for correcting me on that. And Moody, Sims off the bench, and Graham each with 9. And that was your balance there.
Moody.
Some thoughts. And what do you think Coach B will be doing between now and Friday night when Gleno comes to town?
Finishing plays, 1. Rebounding the basketball. We got out rebounded. Their second chance opportunities kept them in the game. Jaleel, you're pressing. Slow down, play the game at a slower speed, and you'll make those layups. Free throws.
Yeah.
Between now and Friday. Get them up, get them in. That's what's going to be happening. As far as other things, proud of you sticking together. Proud of you sticking together. Proud of you doing all the things you need to do in order to make sure that you got the win. But second chance opportunity points weren't very good for you, but very good for them. Seniors, thank you for leading down the stretch. Sean Foster, thank you for leading down the stretch. And what I'm going to talk about is we'll enjoy the night, put it behind us. Know when we go back over there, we got a war. But let's go down here and look forward to Friday night with Gleno. That'll be the speech tonight.
Couldn't have said it any better. In overtime, the final score for the final time, McKinley improved to 3-0 on the season, but it wasn't easy to say the least. McKinley 61 and Lake 59. For everyone associated with this broadcast, thank you for joining us. My name is Scott Davis. In the words of the late, great Joe Tate, have a good night, everybody.